But the main question now is, when is Randle going to return for the Knicks? Is he going to come back by training camp? Is he going to miss camp? Is he going to come back by preseason, regular season? What's going to happen with Randle? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly when Julius Randle is rumored to return for the Knicks, and we're going to cover all of those reports and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. Randle's return date has been revealed. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this is what I've been waiting on. We already know about the news of who's going to be on the roster, more or less solidified who the top 9 players on this team are going to be next season. What we didn't know, though, is the return date for some of these players. Now, of course, Mitchell Robinson, we can talk about him at a later date. Jalen Brunson, we already know. We saw at the conference when he became captain, his hand looks fine. The only question mark then, Julius Randle. Where is he in terms of his rehab? Is he going to come back for the Knicks sooner rather than later? Is he going to be available for training camp? Well, thanks to Ian Bagley of SNY, a great NBA insider and a trusted source of this channel, he just reported that Julius Randle potentially could find his way returning for the Knicks during the preseason. Let's break down these latest reports for you guys today. Shout out to Ian Bagley for giving us the following. Also, on the injury front, we reported late last month that Julius Randle's rehab from the right shoulder surgery was going very well. Randle underwent surgery in early April. The Knicks at the time said Randle would be reevaluated in September. Based on other timelines for shoulder surgery, it would be surprising if Randle were ready for the start of training camp. But if everything progresses well, he should be back on the court for the Knicks October 22nd for the season opener or soon thereafter. So everything that we're hearing right now, at least from Ian Bagley, is stating that Julius Randle should be available for the Knicks when we start the regular season. Now, does that mean he's going to miss all of training camp? Given the report, I would say it's likely. I don't think Julius Randle comes back for training camp, but it doesn't mean he's not doing something to return. He's likely going to be rehabbing, trying to clear some type of hurdles, trying to come back for this Knicks team. So it's not like he's going to do nothing. The one thing I do want to highlight here, though, Julius Randle is a physical specimen. Anytime you give him a timeline, what does he do? He knocks it out of the park, and normally he returns sooner or earlier. If that's the case, then maybe you might see Julius Randle in the Knicks preseason games. I'm not talking about the first couple of games. We're playing 5 this season. So if we're playing 5, I can see Randle playing in at least the last 2. And if Randle can come back for the Knicks in the last 2 preseason games, get a couple of minutes underneath his belt, gain some more chemistry with this team, play some more practice with this team, get in those reps, I think when we start the season with Randle, we are going to be in very good shape. It's going to be like riding a bike for Randle. And when he returns, we are going to be unstoppable. I've said it before, and I'm going to repeat myself again. You've never seen Randle surrounded with this level of talent. First time ever, we are maximizing Randle's abilities by placing the right pieces around him. You got defenders that can potentially hide him on defense on some nights when he's not there on defense. I'm okay to admit that. I can say that. Randle's not the Knicks' best defender, but he's one of our best offensive players. And now you've expanded his range because at the perimeter, at the wings, you have Mikal, you have OG Anunoby, you have Dante, you have Miles McBride. And by the way, Josh Hart is working on his three-point shot. If he becomes lethal from there, there's nothing you're going to be able to do against Julius Randle. I understand the rehab right now. It's hard to hear. I'm not going to lie. It is not good to hear that your 3-time All-Star is going to miss training camp because we saw what happened last year. You want him to be available in each and every game possible because the more practice he gets, the better he gets, the more chemistry he gets. And maybe he doesn't start off to a sluggish start. And we saw that happen last season when he was coming back from injury, I believe after the first 5 or 6 games, which, by the way, were very bad games for Randle in terms of his offense. He was not doing well. He did not look good. But there's always a but, right? A couple of games after that, maybe 6 or 7 games after, he began to go off. And I expect the exact same thing, if not much sooner, with this Knicks team. Because now, Julius Randle can trust his pass even more. Because we have the personnel for Randle to trust. This is the best Knicks team we've ever had. The best Knicks team that's ever surrounded Randle. And when he comes back to this team, and we have him on this roster, we are going to show you why the Knicks are one of the powerhouse teams in the league. I also want to break down a couple of other key dates from Ian Begley on the injury front, because he wasn't done there. He also gave us some more information here. According to Ian Begley, he also stated, I wanted to follow up here, Randle, based on other shoulder surgery timelines, surprising if he were ready for start of camp, but if everything is progressing well, he should be back for the opener or soon after. So at this point in time, at least of what it's looking like here, Julius Randle is most likely going to be returning for the Knicks come preseason, or at least come the start of the regular season. When it goes to Jalen Brunson, full participant in camp, he's likely not going to miss any time. He's going to be available, and he's going to go off as well too. I'm expecting big things from Jalen Brunson. He has another ceiling, ladies and gentlemen, and I expect him to reach it. Let's keep going here, though. Mitchell Robinson, several hurdles before clearance to fully participate in camp. You know what that means to me? It tells me why the Knicks have been looking for those backup bigs, for trying to trade for those backup centers, because they knew what some of us more or less just found out, that Mitchell Robinson is still dealing with that rehab, still dealing with those injuries. And because of that, we don't know when he's going to return. Clearly, according to Begley, he may not return for camp. Is it going to be sooner than that? Longer than that? We do not know. When I get more information on it, I will be dropping another video on it. Likely going to happen this weekend, so definitely keep your eye out for that. But just going back to Julius Randle, Randle coming back for this Knicks team, people don't understand that last year, it was like missing one of your biggest pieces, and we were still doing what we were doing. Now Randle comes back to this team, a team that's better, that's more fit for his skill set, and all he has to do is play within the offense. And for all the naysayers, for everybody who thinks that Randle can't do it, all I'll have to do is point to January, when our team still wasn't fully healthy, but Randle was embracing the pass and playing within the flow of the offense. That's what you need from players like your 3-time All-Star and Julius Randle. That sets a precedent. It sets an example. Everybody wants to follow that. And that's the type of Randle you're going to get this year. Bully ball Randle, he's about to come back. And it's about to be the best ball you've ever seen from Randle in his entire career. I am so happy that he's on the road to recovery. He is healthy, and he's looking like he's going to come back for the Knicks at the season opener, if not before then. This is good news for the Knicks. They are going to take off once he joins this team. And I think a lot of people have forgotten, or maybe have not remembered, who Julius Randle really is, the player that he is, how he balls out for this Knicks team, how good this Knicks team actually is with Randle in it. I think we forget, and all I have to do is remind us of the Indiana series. If we had somebody like Randle down low, we destroy Indiana, and that's one person, and we've added several other players that make us better. We're coming, New York. It's our time. We have the people, we have the players, the personnel, and 3-time All-Star Julius Randle is returning fully healthy, likely to start the season for the Knicks. If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knick fans, and until next time, peace.